brilliant opportunity to push hard and get done what I need to do to pass the exam, because I don't have to drive to Bath every day, which is like 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back on a good day without any traffic. So I'm going to show you over the next few days how I organise myself. I have made a bit of a revision plan, and I've listed all of the specialities that I need to watch videos on or read about in Zero to Finals. And today I'm going to be doing breast and acute medicine. So I'll show you the revision plan. It might give you some ideas, and then I'll show you how I look at topics and how I test myself, and hopefully it should give you a bit of maybe some inspiration to study as well. But that's the plan for the next 2 weeks. I have a lot to cover, but I'm not going to resit year 3. Regardless of what's happened in year 3 and how much time I've had to take off and how far behind I currently feel, and I'm still grieving, I'm not going to resit year 3. It's not an option. I'm going to do whatever it takes during these next 2 weeks to get me to a stage where I feel confident sitting the end of year exam.
Will you come around?
To come into the city centre. I've got a bag full of books here that I want to take back to the medical library because I'm not going to use them. I just tend to use like Zero to Finals and Geeky Medics, my books and the things online. So I'm going to walk to the library, drop the books off, and then go to Pret, which opens in about 15 minutes, and then study from here. I'm planning to stay at Pret for about 2 to 3 hours. That's the maximum I can stay sat down, to be honest, just because I lose concentration.
Now you need space, I get it, like you said, it's alright. So I'm counting all the days till you come around to show me what you found since breaking from the
change of plan. Let's go to Pret. We'll come back later.
Give me all your love.
So I follow the same study method as I did when I was studying GCSEs, and the first thing that I do is have a look at the learning objectives to see what I need to learn about. Once I know which conditions are on the curriculum, I then use one of my resources, so Zero to Finals for example, whether that be the book or the online version, and I find those conditions within those books, and then I just read through the topics. So for 3rd year at medical school, we need to understand the pathophysiology of the disease, any investigations, the management plan. So I just spend some time finding those conditions within my book and then just reading through to gain, first of all, a really good understanding of each topic.
Leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love.
I then spend some time testing myself on the topic, and I usually use QuesMed or Geeky Medics.
I hope who I am is enough for you.
Yeah. 30 seconds on the kick, first time through. 2 times 45 seconds. A little more resistance in the muscles. So heavy pressure. Enough to balance your body weight, yeah?
Good morning everybody, it's Wednesday at 9:30. I've had a few days where I just haven't picked up my camera. I've seen Amber, my really good friend, and I spent some time with her yesterday at Boston Tea Party, and we had really nice lunch and coffee. We chatted for about 3 hours, and then we did some exam questions as well. I didn't film anything just because the last few days have been pretty much the same, just getting up, studying. I've had a lot of time just to chill out as well. I've watched a lot of Netflix and I feel just really refreshed, and it's been just nice not to have to drive to Bath and worry about how am I going to fill up my car with petrol. You know, it's just been nice to have that stress kind of lift a little bit. But today I'm going to go to the same coffee shop now. It just, again, I would love to go to a different coffee shop, but at the same time, because I've got this subscription and I pay £25 a month for unlimited coffee, it just seems a bit silly to go to another coffee shop to pay, you know, £3 for a coffee when I've got the subscription. So that's why I always go to the same place, if you're wondering. Not because there's an attractive bartender there or anything like that. But I'm going to go to Pret, and then today I'm covering cancer. So I'm going to follow the same technique in terms of how I'm going to review the topic. So I'm going to have a look at the curriculum, see what type of cancers they want us to know about, and then read up on them, listen to some videos, same thing, and then do some questions. And I also need to do my Anki flashcards. Got my gym stuff with me as well. I've got some snacks. So normally if I'm out and about, I always have something to eat with me. So I've got some salted and roasted peanuts, and I've also got a protein shake as well, just because I don't want to start buying like sandwiches and stuff in coffee shops because of the price.
Enough if you're giving me your love, giving me your love.
After finishing my Anki flashcards, I go on to 0 to finals. I do have the list of conditions next to me as well. Bladder cancer is one of the conditions that we need to know about. So I look up the risk factors. I also read through the Tom tips, which are brilliant because it really gives you an indication of what to look out for during exams. The presentation, so this is painless hematuria, which is basically blood in the urine. And then I look at the nice guidelines as well, and also the investigations.
As long as I can be here with you
I was just sat in Pret and I really wanted a cheese sandwich. I know that sounds really random, but I'm on this plan at the moment where I'm trying to lose a bit of body fat, and I know what kind of foods are going to get me closer to that goal and what kind of foods are going to take me away. And I was sat there and I had a cup of coffee and I thought I really fancy a cheese and pickle baguette. One thing that I do, or one thing that I ask myself, and I wanted to share it with you because I know a lot of you watching this channel have similar goals to myself, whether that be in terms of fitness or achieving a degree. The one question that I ask myself when I'm tempted to do something that's going to take me a little bit off course and off track is the thing I'm about to do going to take me closer or further away from my goal? That's it. And then as soon as I sit down and think, okay, I know that I've set my macros and my calories for the day, all my food is prepped, I've literally got a protein shake in the car and peanuts and everything that I need to not be hungry. So is this cheese sandwich and, you know, the carbohydrates that I'm trying to reduce at the moment, is this sandwich going to take me further away or closer? It's going to take me further away. So it's going to take me longer to get to this goal. So I'm not going to do it because I want to get to this goal in the healthiest way, but in a timely manner as well. And I do that with studying as well. So if there is a day where I don't feel like studying, and then I go to a coffee shop and my mind starts to wander and I start going on Instagram or looking on EasyJet holidays because I want to go back to Greece. Again, I think to myself in that moment, is what I'm doing now going to get me closer to passing exams or further away? And I don't know what happens in the brain, but it almost brings me back to, okay, refocus. So try that. It's only a little tip, but it works for me. So I thought any little nuggets of wisdom that I have that I use might be also useful for you. So always ask yourself that question, and hopefully it will kind of just get you back on track in those moments where you're about to deviate and do some things that are going to take you, you know, off track. And in the end, all of those small things add up. So if you're on if your goal is to lose weight, for example, and every single day you do something that's going to take you off track, for example, having, you know, a cake or gin and tonic or whatever, it may not matter in the moment, but over time it's going to take you way off track. The same with studying. If we have an exam like myself in 8 weeks from now, and every single day I put off studying and I think it's fine, I'll start tomorrow, those small decisions over time are going to have a huge impact on your end goal and on your end result. So it's little and often every single day. On that note, I'm going to go and do a cycling class now. It's 12:10 and the class starts at 12:30, so that's 45 minutes. And then I'm going to head home, make some food, shower, go for a nice walk because it seems to be quite sunny, touch wood. And then I'm going to carry on studying. I got through about 6 or 7 of the conditions on my list and I've got about 7 to go. So I'm just taking my time today, just pacing myself, doing a little bit in the morning, having a break over lunch. I am on holiday at the end of the day, so I'm trying to have a bit of a rest as well. But I'll take you in the gym. You've seen this many times, so I don't think I'm going to film the cycling studio. Have a look at one of my other vlogs. It's always on there because I always do the same workout. But yeah, I hope you're okay and I'll speak to you in a bit.
It makes me feel really relaxed actually. I do quite like multiple choice exams. They are really difficult questions most of the time and you're often like stuck between 2 choices. But
I was watching that video to see if Lucy, who is a final year medical student at Nottingham, and she's probably one of my favourite YouTubers, but I was thinking if I watch this video about her sitting finals, she's going to have loads of tips and she's going to have like a study strategy and I'm going to follow the same one. And actually she made me laugh because she was like, you all think because I do study videos that I actually have a plan, but I don't. So that makes me feel a bit better because I don't really have that much of a plan. I mean, I make a list of all of the conditions that I need to cover, but I don't really set myself like a set amount of questions that I have to do every day, or I just know that I have to do Anki. And then similar to what she's saying, if one day I feel like, oh, I can't remember what, you know, an enzyme does or what the RAS system is or anything that I feel a little bit insecure about or not confident on, then I'll just go back to it. So I think just doing practice questions is the best way forward. So I'm starting off later today because it's 6 o'clock. I've just had some food and I've had such a nice day today. So like I said the other day, trying to combine relaxation, studying during these 2 weeks. And I went to the gym this morning. What day is it today? In track of the days. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know. Anyway, so I went to the gym this morning and I just did some HIIT training on the bike, and then I went to get my eyelashes done, which was such a nice treat. I love doing that, so I do that once a month. And now it's 6 o'clock and I had a really nice meditation this afternoon. And now I need to do my Anki flashcards. I hope you're enjoying the vlog. I know it's not that interesting because, as I said to you before, I'm trying to study as much as possible, but also take some time to just relax and do some meditations and some spiritual stuff. And I have to say, I'm feeling a lot better than I did a few weeks ago, which is great.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us, I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us, please don't give up on.
So this is how I set up my cards on Anki. Sorry if the camera is a bit shaky, but this is image occlusion. So what you do is you take a screenshot and then you upload it onto your desktop, and then you can block out. So this is basically morphine, how much you would give orally, and then if you half the dose, how would you give that to the patient? So I know that that would be IM or IV, and then you click good and subcut. So yeah, I've put good, and then move on to the next one. This is a bit long, to be honest with you. This is probably a really rubbish Anki card, to be honest, but this is a closed deletion. This is talking about the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. So
this is activated when you get low blood volume or low blood pressure, and I was really struggling to get my head around it, and the role of aldosterone. So I just copied this from Zero to Finals, and then basically just blocked out this word, which I know is potassium now. So show answer, yeah, potassium. So I'm going to put easy. And then this is another image occlusion. So for example, in order for a patient to meet the sepsis criteria, they have to have two of the below. So the temperature has to be above 38 or below, above 38 or below 36. Heart rate would have to be above 90. Respirate above 20. I think this is to do with the CO2, but I can't quite remember what the values are. So show answer, yeah, carbon dioxide, less than 32 milligrams of mercury. So that would mean that the patient will be acidotic, basically. Go to a different deck, let's say dermatology. Some of the pictures in this bit are a bit gory, so if you're squeamish, just look away now. Okay, so erythema multiforme caused by a hypersensitivity reaction. So I'm going to put again, because I didn't know that. So this is again a closed deletion. So eczema, the steroid ladder. So this is the mildest drug, and then the moderate, I think it begins with an E, Uvenate, I think. Yeah. So then I'm going to put good. And then I write these basic questions. So a typical presentation is a patient who suffers with eczema that has developed widespread painful vesicular rash with systemic symptoms such as fever, lethargy, irritability, and reduced oral intake. I think this is eczema herpeticum. Let's see. Yeah. I want me to do like a tutorial and let you know how I actually make the cards. Just let me know.
Before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us, I won't give up on you.
Clara wanted to say goodbye, didn't you, Clara? Say goodbye, because we're gonna go now, because we're gonna watch some TV, aren't we? Do you want to say goodbye to everybody? So I hope you enjoyed the vlog. We're not that interesting, are we? We just stay at home, study, go to the gym, and sleep. That's our life. But I hope that what I do try and show in the vlogs is useful. But if there's anything that I don't talk about, that you need help with, as always, just let us know. Are you going now? Are you going now? Say bye-bye. But thank you very, very much for watching. I'm gonna watch TV for the rest of the evening, maybe do a few more past medicine questions, but I'll see you in the next video.
I won't give up on you. I will be holding